Okay, in this question, we can use algebra to solve. So we know that 1/4 of the tickets sold were bought by the teachers. So that means the other 3/4 goes to the students. Okay, so now we let the total number of tickets be X. Okay, so the number of teachers' tickets has to be X divided by 4 because it's 1/4 of the total tickets. And the number of pupils' tickets, it will be 3/4 of X, so 3X over 4. Then we can proceed to calculate the cost of the total teachers' tickets. That will be X over 4, number of tickets times the cost per ticket, which is $20. So we have 5X. And the cost of all the pupils' tickets, it will be 3X over 4 multiplied by $8. So we have 6X. Okay, and we have the information here. It says that the sales to pupils was 416 more than the total amount collected from the sales of tickets to the teachers. So that means 6X is more than 5X by $416. So we can form the equation. So 6X minus 5X is equal to 416. So X is equal to 416. Okay, so we know that they are all together 416 tickets sold in total. Okay, 416. Alright, so we want to find out how much money was collected from the sales of the tickets all together. So that will be the cost of all the teachers' tickets as well as all the pupils' tickets. So total money collected, it will be just 5X plus 6X. So that will be 11X. So it's 11 times 416. So we have $4,576. So the answer is $4,576. Okay, this question is actually quite simple if we were to use algebra to solve. Okay, first of all, we let the number of chicken pies be X and we let the number of tuna pies be Y. Okay, since there are 185 more chicken pies than tuna pies, we can form the first equation. That means X is equal to Y, which is the number of tuna pies, plus 185. Okay, so this will be our equation 1. Okay, we can form our equation 2. After selling 3/5 of the chicken pies and half of the tuna pies, he had 146 pies left. Okay, so that means initial number of chicken pies minus of 3/5 of them, which is 3X minus 5, plus initial number of tuna pie, which is Y, minus of half of them. We will have 146. Okay, so with this we have 2X over 5 plus Y over 2 is equal to 146. So we make them the same denominator, so we can add them together. So this fraction we times 2 throughout, and this fraction we times 5 throughout. We will get 4X plus 5Y over 10 is equal to 146, and we cross multiply, it becomes 4x plus 5y is equal to 1460. This will be our equation number 2. Okay, so now we will sub equation 1 into equation 2. So that will be 4 bracket y plus 185 plus 5y is equal to 1460. Okay, so in this case we will have 4y plus 740 plus 5y is equal to 1460. So 9y is equal to 1460 minus 740. Okay, so 9y is equal to 720, and y is equal to 720 divided by 9, we have 80. Okay, and we can use this to find x. X is equal to y plus 185, so it's 80 plus 185, so we get 265. Okay, so what is the total number of pies that he sells? That will be just x plus y. So x plus y is equal to 265 plus 80. We will get the answer as 345. Okay, we know that the length of one side of square Q is twice the length of one side of square P. So we can just let the sides of Q be 2 units. Okay, so this is 2 units, and this is 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, and 1 unit. And the length of this rectangle R, it is also 2 units. If you can see from here, this is 2 units, so this must be 2 units. And this is 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. Okay, so with this, right, we can find out what is the area of the entire square. So the total area, it has to be 3 units times 3 units. 3 times 3, 9 units square. And the shaded area, it has to be 2 units times 2 and 1 unit times 1 for square Q and P. So total shaded area is equal to 2 times 2 plus 1 times 1. So that will give us 5 units square. So fraction of black squares is equal to 5 over 9. Okay, in question part B, we have a square room that is being laid with the square tiles as shown in figure 1. Okay, so we want to find out what is the total area of the floor that is being covered by the black squares. Okay, so the fraction of the black squares in the square tile is 5 over 9. That is what we have calculated in A. So to solve this question, right, the total area of the floor covered by the black square, since the room is completely covered with the square tiles, we just need to find the total area of the room, and then after that we multiply by the fraction 5 over 9. Okay, so the area of room, it will be just 18 times 18, that will be 324 meter square. So the area covered by black squares, it will be just 5 over 9 multiplied by 324. So we will get the answer as 180 meter squared. So that is the answer, 180. Okay, this is a question on number patterns. Okay, so we look at the first question. We are supposed to complete the table for structure 6. So we look at the patterns here. Every time the structure number increases by 1, right, the number of rods, we can see that it increases by 8. Okay, by 8. So from 41, we plus 8. That will give us 49 rods. And for the height of the structure, right, we see that for 1 and 2, they are the same. Okay, so it's 3. And then for 3 and 4, you plus 3 to it. And 5 and 6, they are the same, and you plus 3. So 5 and 6, they are the same. 6, it should be 9 cm. Okay, now we move on. What is the height for structure 119? So for the height, right, as we have discussed, right, is the first two is 3. The second pair plus 3. Third pair plus 3. So until we have 119 and 120, they should have the same. So there will be altogether 120 divided by 2 increment. And each time you increase by 3, so you times 3 and you get the answer as 180 cm for structure 119. Okay, so for answer B, 180 cm. Okay, now let's look at part C. Okay, to attempt part C, right, we have to come up with a general formula for the number of rods used. Okay, so let the structure number be n. So this is equal to n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, and n is equal to 3. Okay, so we have to form an equation to find the number of rods using n. Okay, so since the increment is 8, right, the equation must have an 8 times n. So every time n increases in the number, right, then it will be n times of the increment of 8. Okay, so let's look at n is equal to 1. Okay, so if let's say n is equal to 1, what must we plus in order for 8n plus something to give you 12? So it's very simple, we have to plus 4. So 4 plus 8 times 1 will give you 12. Okay, so just verify. 4 plus 8 times 1 give you 12. Move on to n is equal to 2. 4 plus 8 times 2 gives you 20. 4 plus 8 times 3 gives you 28. Okay, so this formula is correct. Now we can use this formula to find how many rods were used to build structure 119. So number of rods used, it has to be 4 plus 8n, and n is equal to 119. So 4 plus 8 times 119. Okay, the answer should be 956. Okay, so that's the answer, 956.